What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by RishaaMariee. If you are not new here, I am so happy to have you back. Make sure you guys are subscribed and you like this video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I attempted my first set of knotless box braids, but I made them like boho, and I was like trying to do a lot. So the thing is, I didn't like talk through this video and like really instruct y'all like I normally do my tutorials, because I really wasn't sure 100% what I was doing myself, okay? But one thing I can tell you, that I started with freshly washed hair. So I washed and I conditioned my hair the night before, and then I rinsed it out, put some leave-in in, and I put them in these 6 braids so they can dry, because I really just like the way my hair like blows out when it's like already dry. Like, it's quick, it's to the point, and I feel like my hair isn't as dried out by the heat from the blow dryer, if that makes sense. But I am using the Revlon blow dryer, the like paddle brush one. I love that blow dryer for blowing out my hair. Like, it gets to the point. I don't really got to use no comb. I ain't got to go in with nothing else. I am applying a little bit of heat protectant, like a little oil that I got, heat protectant, and I am just blowing this out, honey. Really good blow dryer. I have a video actually reviewing it. If y'all want to check that out, I will have it linked for you, so make sure you do that. And then boom, this is my hair all blown out. Look at it, looking like a lion's mane. Get it, girl? Okay. And then, oh, I snapped my fingers. Okay, you saw I did that. So what I do, I pre-part my hair anytime I'm doing any type of protective style with braids or locks or anything. And I'm just showing y'all the products I use. So I use the Freetress 30 Bohemian braid. I use some 24-inch hair and like 2 and 30 like pre-stretched. I think it's Spectra is the brand. And then I just skipped past like the majority that I did, because you know I wanted to come back when y'all could see a really good image of it and y'all could see what I'm actually doing. So I'm applying jam to my roots just to make the parts and everything look more polished and more, what is it, polished and neat, I guess. Yeah, so I'm putting jam on my roots or whatever, and then I'm going in. So like for each section, for the brownish hair, like the 2, I used 4 pieces of braid hair. And then what you're going to see me do is I'm just going to start braiding my own hair. So I'm just taking 3 pieces and I'm just starting to plait my own hair. And then I add a piece of braid hair, but I'm making sure I add underneath my natural hair, not on top, so it can be more seamless. And then I added this 3rd one right there, and then you're finna see me add the 4th one, and then I just braid down. Don't worry, I know that was like, girl, what? I got a few more that I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna slow it down and make it make sense, but I just braided all the way to the end after that. The only braids that I added curly hair to was the brown. So the 30 in my hair, you see the little light brown, those are the only braids that I added the curly hair to. Other than that, I just did the 2, or the black, but it's really 2 is brown. But I just braided that all the way down. That's what I did. So that's what you see me doing right now. And if I look tired in this video, trust me, I am. I'm pretty sure I didn't finish my hair until like 5 in the morning, because when you're doing your own hair, you always stop and then find something else to do and then come back and all that. And I really need to get out the habit of doing that, because I just waste too much time. I waste too much time. Like, I don't know why I do that. So I'm pretty much doing the same process. I lay out my 4 pieces ahead of time. One thing that I did learn is that, especially with my braids being this small, because I don't have super thick hair, I have like a finer, I have a lot of strands, but they're fine strands, I'll say that. So with this, I should have used thinner pieces. So basically match your pieces with the thickness of your hair, and I should have used thinner pieces, but I didn't. And that's something that I noticed throughout the braids. They aren't as smooth as they could have been, but I do plan on doing another video because I do have some more hair and I want to try the knotless again. Like, nothing was wrong with these. These came out fire. Y'all gonna see in the end. But I could have just did them a little better. So y'all look forward to that video, because I will be doing that soon. I don't know when, but soon. So I'm doing pretty much the same thing. The only thing with this 30 is it was the exact same inch, but for some reason this hair was shorter, so I had to add more pieces for it to look right. But I like added like in like 3 or 4 pieces, and then I added in a piece with a little bit of the curly hair in it, so everything could like look cohesive and like kind of fall in line. I hope that makes sense. I hope y'all see what I'm doing here. And I'm just braiding it down. And then when I get to a point where I want the curly to come out, I just pull it out and I kind of hold it in my mouth. And then I continue to braid down until I want to pull the other piece out. I don't leave none of the curly in the braid. I'm not like, it's not on my tongue or anything. It's like literally I'm holding it with my lips. Like, I don't know why I felt the need to tell y'all that. But some of y'all, like, yeah, that's what I did, okay? So I'm in this next row. I probably got like 2 more rows to go. And I'm just repeating the process. So y'all really can just kind of like watch me. I think I may slow it down one more time and like go into a little bit more detail. But y'all see in a minute. Oh, yeah, I did zoom in again. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm separating my section, my little part, the box I parted off into 3 sections. And then I braided it at least 2 full times. And then I added a piece of hair and I tucked it under that braid. So again, you see me like tucking it up and under, and then I continue to braid just like normal. Like you're just feeding the hair in, literally, like you would do feed-ins or any other thing, but they're just individuals. So I make sure I go under, I tuck it, and then I like just add it into the hair like I'm braiding it in. Make sure you go under, not on top, because if you go on top of your hair, it'll create that little bump and that little lump in your hair that makes it look like the knot that normally be at the top of your hair. If you don't do knotless, that knot that be at the top, that's what it'll look like throughout your braid if you keep adding the hair on the top. So you want to make sure they're small enough, one, because it'll do that if they're big enough, which I learned because I got some knots in my head. I ain't even gonna front you, but make sure it's thin enough to match the section of hair that you're braiding. And also make sure you braid under. Well, not braid under, I'm sorry. Make sure you add the hair under and not on top, because there's 2 ways that you can get knots. And you want to avoid that because you want everything to look seamless. Because, I mean, realistically, I don't think nobody believed that these braids just grew up out of my head. But you don't see that knot at the top. So you probably like, sis. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're separating and then adding that hair under. See, and it's okay to make mistakes, because you saw I just messed that up, and I've been doing plaits my whole life. Why I messed that up? But I'm tucking the hair under the braid. You see, each time I'm adding that additional piece of hair under. And I did about 3, and I think right now I'm gonna add the curly with the hair. Did I? It looked like I did. I can't really tell. I think I did. Or I didn't. Here you go, the betrayal. Or maybe I didn't add no curly to this. Oh, there you go. Never mind, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I added the curly, and then again, I'm separating the curly out. I didn't leave none of the curly into the braid. I just wanted some of the curly hanging out to give it like that little boho, that type messy vibe. I really like that. So I did that with the browns, like I said, and you see the braid gradually gets thicker. But I don't know if y'all could tell with like with my braids, I could have did less hair, because like y'all can tell looking at my hair, like I have a lot of hair, but it's not super thick. So I should have did smaller sections. So again, if you don't take nothing from this video, make sure you paying attention to how much hair you're putting in each time you add, because every piece of hair that you add, mind you, no matter how many pieces you add, those are going to add up, and then it's going to make your braid a little thicker. So you want to, make it better. But trust me, when you stay for this next video, make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell on, because when I drop that new knotless braid video, you gonna be like, okay, sis, I get it, I understand. But this fire too, you gonna be like, this one fire, but then you gonna see the other one, you gonna be like, oh, fire, you know. You gonna have to call firefighter because it's gonna be on fire. That is so lame, bro. Anyway, but yeah, so you just gonna continue to watch me braid, and I'm gonna come back when I start doing the rest. Another thing I wanted to point out, when you are braiding and you get to the end of your natural hair, just braid a little bit tighter and make sure you tuck that natural hair or add some gel, whatever you need to do. Because I did not, at this point I wasn't caring. It was probably like 4 in the morning. I did not care, but I did want to point that out to y'all. Make sure make sure you tuck your natural hair. That matters, It also protects it, but, clearly I was over it at this point, so yeah. Y'all, I'm finally done with all my hair. It's probably like 5 in the morning at this point. But I just applied foam throughout my entire head. I used like the tropical root foam. And then I wanted to try something a little different too. I don't really know how I feel about this. It was cool. It was cute, I guess. I added flexi rods to the end of my braids. Not the curly parts, but the end of my braids. And then, I set it in hot water. And y'all gonna see the final results. I like it, but then I'm just perplexed about this video. I don't really know how I feel 100%. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about everything. Don't be rude, like, be nice about it, but you can be honest, I guess, but watch the tone, okay? And y'all, these are the final results. So this is like a back look of my hair. And then I am going to show you guys from the front. I hope you didn't mind me like chatting through this. I know I was talking a little crazy. Just making this video really light. And these are my results. So it came out cool. And I do like it, but I know some tricks and tips so I can make it even better next time. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you did learn something. I hope maybe you want to try it now. You're feeling inspired. But make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe again. And remember to turn those post notifications on because I post every Wednesday. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.